Whoa. Hi. I went to bed with wet hair. Not a good idea. Put on some makeup today because I have to do a company Zoom in a couple hours. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I felt like, come on. I've barely washed my face and brushed my teeth all week. I've hardly taken care of myself. So I was like, my daughter yesterday, I FaceTimed her at her dad's, and she was getting ready and she was putting on makeup. I'm like, where are you going? You're not supposed to leave the house. What are you doing? And she's like, I'm going to go drive around in my car. I'm like, really? You're not going to go be with any friends? She's like, Mom, I swear, I'm just going to drive around and turn up the music and sing at my highest volume. I'm like, but why are you putting on makeup? She's like, because it makes me feel good. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put makeup on tomorrow. That's what I'll do. I haven't put on any mascara, but I will in a little bit. Right now, remember those hash browns that I shaved up? I got to cook them. You know, you can't keep stuff for forever. So while we chat, I'm going to put these on. Thank you, Colleen, so much. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Diana. Thanks for joining. I'm going to put you guys right over here. My kitchen, total disaster. House, pretty much a disaster. Everything's kind of, it's really weird. So if you work from home, hi Matthew, thank you for joining. If you work from home, this is what's crazy, is like, I'm way more, I'm like, because now I'm like trying to play with my kid and work from home and clean and cook. Cause I'm like, okay, I'm home, I'm going to cook. And which I would do anyway. But the difference is, this is really annoying. The difference is that I have a little person here, and it's like I don't have the freedom to kind of say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, whenever I want, because there's a little person who needs my attention. I just put all the hash browns in a black iron skillet pan. There's a little bit of butter on the bottom. You know what? Now that I've been doing these cooking shows, we use a lot of butter. But, you know, they say it's really good for the brain, and I know there's a lot of people really against dairy, putting on Himalayan sea salt right now. I don't know. I mean, I cook, it's crazy, but I could change that now that it's only, like, pretty much the three of us. But old habits die hard. Oh, I got to refill my pepper. Do you guys ever do that? I buy everything in bulk, and then I keep these jars, and then I just refill them. That's kind of cool. That's a one thing to do. Like, everybody who wonders what those bulk sections are in the grocery store, like, why do people buy bulk? I know it's in a little plastic thing. Some places offer paper, but those plastic bags can be reused if you rinse them out as well. You could use them for kids' lunches and stuff like that too. I'm gonna use a little bit of garlic salt. Oh, no, I don't want to, because I just added salt. And last time I did that, it was really salty. So let me see what you guys are looking at when I step away. Oh yeah, it's kind of messy, not too bad. We got some snow yesterday, which was amazing, but not enough. It wasn't that exciting. So hang on. When you're using, we talked about this. You guys know not to use a Teflon pan. I know they're non-stick, but they're really toxic. And if you use a cast iron pan, things will get really crispy in a really healthy manner. You season your pan. Do you guys know about this? Ask me any questions if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about seasoning a pan. Like, if you have a black cast iron pan, you turn the heat really high up. Patsy's on here. Patsy might know about this because she's a chef. But you turn the heat really high up, and then I use coconut oil, but a lot of people use different kinds of oils. And then when it's hot, you shut it off, and then you put that oil and you wipe it with like a paper towel or something. And then you let it sit in your pan is like seasoned. And the more that you use it, the more your pan is seasoned. And I don't ever wash it with soap and water. Ever, ever, ever. It's so crazy. I don't have to. I just scrape it. I use one of those scrapers that you just kind of, I don't know how to explain it, or I would just honestly use a wooden spoon and scrape it all out and then wipe it all down. And then if it gets dry, I just re-season it again. My sister's on. Hi, Lele. Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching. So anyhow, I'm doing the potatoes right now, and I have to make a decision. So Bo I'm gonna leave these on and I'm gonna walk away. Hang on a second, because they need to get a little crispy on the bottom. That's the thing about hash browns. They do take a minute, so they're in there right now with some salt and pepper and a little bit of pepper and butter on the bottom, and I'm gonna let the bottom get crispy, and then I'll flip them over, and I just keep flipping them until they're really crispy. You season with lard, Colleen. I can't season. Well, there are healthy lards out there, you guys, quote unquote healthy lards. I season with coconut oil. It's a really great alternative to lard, and you can use it at high temperatures. So if you wanted to know about that, I'm not perfect. You guys know this thing's really bothering me. For those of you just joining, I went to bed with my hair wet. Okay, so I'll watch the food from a distance and chat with you here for a minute. What was I just saying? Gosh darn it. I say hi and I start talking. No hot flashes right now, guys. We had a good conversation yesterday about hot flashes, didn't we? It was crazy. Anyhow, yes, I love using a cast iron pan. I love using high quality stuff, but there are ways to use high quality things that are inexpensive. And I think that's the biggest misconception. It was a big misconception for me that, that high quality stuff is expensive or organic stuff is expensive. If you're creative and you know what you're doing, you can find deals, and it takes time. And once you start to go into the grocery store and you start comparing, it's really not that big of a deal if you think about the extensive health costs that you could pay and time that you could spend in the doctor's office as opposed to eating healthy. And let's be real, you guys, I have 3 autoimmune disorders plus MTHFR. I should be on at least half a dozen medications, and I'm only on 1 for my thyroid. And a lot of that I think is because I do watch my diet. I do take supplements. You guys know I'm totally into CBD and all that stuff. So, and I'm 51, and I'm going to talk about self-care in a minute, because one of the things I'm learning about is I don't take that good care of myself in regards to actual self-care, like taking baths, stretching, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But right now, I'm going to read your comments. I'm going to try and stay on track. I haven't taken anything again. I'm going to take my, this stuff so I can concentrate today. Every morning I come to you guys, I haven't eaten yet. And so I kind of don't normally take all my supplements, but I'm going to take this to help me focus. And let's dive in. I need you to help me. Minty. Decide what to cook tonight. I did the hash browns, and you guys have to comment. There's only 3 people on here? No, there's got to be more than 3 people on here. Can you guys do me a favor and just comment if you're on here? Because how are you guys going to help me vote? I guess there's a couple people that could help me vote, but I need help voting. So hopefully if you're watching the replay, you can type in replay and say that you're voting. Oh, now there's over 10 people on, 10, 11, 12. Okay, crazy how that goes. All right, so I'm doing the hash browns, which, yay, thanks Colleen, which I made these potatoes. I always put in a pot of potatoes, usually like on a Sunday. I'll do a whole bag and I'll boil them, and then I grate them and I put them in a container, and I have them throughout the week. So like for example, Bo's gonna come home for lunch. That's what I was talking about. Everyone's like judging, because I'm gonna explain to you what Bo's doing. He is not working with anybody. Good morning, Lynette. Thank you, Diana. Thanks for commenting. He is working by himself. These people want some type of stone framing something for windows, I think. But anyway, he has a workshop and he's by himself and he's carving stone. So, which is great because, it's a crazy time right now when we don't know when that's going to stop. So we are all kind of doing our best to get creative to keep the money coming in. So anyhow, he's going to come home for lunch. I'm going to make him a turkey sandwich with hash browns, and I love to do a turkey sandwich with fresh arugula in it. You guys know by now I'm totally obsessed with arugula, and I just drizzle olive oil and balsamic in there. And sometimes if we have artichokes, I'm also obsessed with artichokes and carrots. I'll try and put those in every single recipe. So we'll put some pickled artichokes in there. Sometimes he likes it spicy. Sometimes we'll go a different route. And sometimes we put like barbecue chips in there. Do you guys ever put barbecue chips or salt and vinegar chips inside of a turkey sandwich? It's like so good. Can you just tell me if you've ever done that? Because I think it's really cool. So comment below if you've ever put chips inside of your sandwich, if you're listening. All right. So I could do the shepherd's pie, which is like ground beef, with like onion, and I put carrots in, of freaking course, and then I lay the potatoes on top. Normally I do mashed potatoes on top. I fluff them with a fork, and then I add grated cheese on top. And then I do peas on the side, because that's kind of like, oh my God. Donnie, oh Donnie, you're so fun, you blow my mind. Hey Donnie. Okay, I'm really bored. I've been in the house for like so long. Donald's watching from Wales. All right, so no, I'm not going to do onion bhajis. I would have to, well, maybe I could. I guess I could actually, I have the onions and I have the shredded potatoes. I could do it. I think I even have the curry. I could do it, but I'm not going to, because I want like a navratan korma on the side, and I don't have the tools for the navratan korma on the side, but maybe. I'm glowing a little bit, huh? All right. Welcome everybody. So the other option is my mom's dish. I have to walk you guys over here, and we have to stir the potatoes because I can see them. Donald, if I do it, I'm going to have you come on and share with me if my recipe is up to par with yours. But maybe I will. Oh yeah, these are starting, ouch, hang on, that's hot. Let me put this down so that I could use my hand thingy. Sometimes wooden spoons are not going to get the crispy off the bottom. Oh yeah, I'm able to get it off. So now I'm just going to toss these around, get the crispy off the bottom. Yum. And then flip it, and then let the other sides cook. I'm going to shut the fire off so that I can focus on you guys, and I can come back and cook these, and then we'll be good to go. All right. So then I want to cook my mom's Filipino dish tonight. So the other option is this. I have that same ground beef from the other day that we talked about that's in the fridge. And it already has the onions in it. And in that, this is the inside of my mom's lumpia, which is egg roll. And normally you have to have these special lumpia wrappers that are only at the Asian shop, which is 3 hours away. So I'm not gonna roll them up inside of the egg rolls tonight, because there's just no way I can do it. But I could do these insides, which I'm going to explain to you, and then I could do it with lettuce wraps and or steamed rice with like pickled cucumber on top. So the insides are this. It's ground beef and onions, and then I add like a tin of tomatoes, and I get that all sauteed together, and then I do chopped sliced carrots, but I'll probably cheat and put them in the food processor like I have a tendency to do these days, and green beans, garbanzo beans, and this is the trick part, raisins. Put raisins in there. It's so good. You think it's twisted, but when you add salt with sweet and you do a little bit of shoyu, some soy sauce over steamed rice or in lettuce wraps, it's kind of good. So I was thinking, can you guys vote and tell me, should I do shepherd's pie or my mom's inside of her lumpia? And I'll do that tonight if you guys just let me know. And I have all the ingredients for both. But I was cooking the potatoes now because I figured no matter what, if we had the potatoes, there's still plenty of potatoes for me to put on top of the shepherd's pie. And I don't know, I'm so confused. Hi, Alan. How's it going? How are you? I know you're going through some healing stuff too. I got 1 vote for lumpia. Is Michelle going to be the 1 vote? Thank you. 2. All right, we'll do the 2. I mean, I don't know. Let's see how many are on here. Oh, keep voting. Come on, you guys. Tell me if I should do the lumpia or the your mom's for sure. But then again, I am biased towards anything Filipino. That's because you're married to a Filipino and you are smart. But even, Philippines, you guys, there's thousands of islands and thousands of dialects. Just Google it. There's like 1,700 different dialects in the Philippines. Like my aunt and my uncle, my aunt is Visayan and my uncle is Ilocano, and they speak English to each other because even in the Philippines, there's so many different dialects. Not everybody can speak the same language. So my lumpia, my mom's lumpia, is going to be different than maybe Ruthie's mom's lumpia or what have you. Everybody does it differently. But this is something my cousins in LA and Hawthorne, I miss them so much. They are like serious connoisseurs, and they thought my lumpia was the best. So I'm just going to go by their judgment because they're serious connoisseurs. Like they have eaten at the best places all over the world. And so for them to judge my lumpia and say that it was the best, I feel like it's the best. So, thanks, Scott. Shepherd's pie tomorrow. So Michelle, this is my sitch. I can't do beef again for a couple days because I had done the spaghetti bolognese, and then we had leftovers last night, and that had ground beef in it. And then I'm going to do the lumpia tonight, which is going to have ground beef. And then that's kind of, I have to wait like about 4 or 5 days before I can do that much meat in 1 week. My body, my body doesn't like it, Bo. The kids, I believe in everything in moderation. Tomorrow I'm thinking of doing like sweet potatoes, broccoli, like a full oven bake, but I'm not sure, and like chopped onion and put it all in the oven and have like roasted vegetables and a big salad, because I have to break it up. You have to do the colors of the rainbow, so it's really important to try really hard not to eat too much meat. But you may not have known that I had all that meat earlier in the week, so that was a good idea. Otherwise I would have. What is lumpia? I said it earlier, Alan. They're these egg rolls. They're Filipino egg rolls. That's what Filipinos call them. So, and I'm going to do my mom's special recipe. It sounds like that's the winner for tonight, even though there are more people on here and you're not voting, but that's okay. I trust. I'll do those tonight. I know Donald wants me to do onion bhajis. I'll do those another night. It's kind of a lot of work. And I actually, oh no, I have coconut oil and I have ghee. I could actually make them, but I'm not going to do it. I don't want to. I'm not craving it, but I could do onion bhajis tomorrow night with the veggie dish, maybe, and not another Indian side. I don't know. If anyone has anything they want me to cook, let me know. I'm one of those people that my fridge I cannot know what to cook, and I can open up my fridge and make anything. It's kind of crazy. So yeah. Yay, Lynette says egg rolls. Okay, thank you for voting. So I'm going to do the egg rolls tonight. I'm not sure what time. It all depends on what time Bo gets back, but I try and do it before the sun goes down. I try to eat within the daylight time frames. That has been a little bit difficult, but that is doctor recommended for me to try and fast as long as I can in the mornings. I usually do my celery juice every morning. We're out of celery right now, but I just texted Bo and asked him to get some. Hi, Glowbird. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are holding out over there in Delaware. So I try to not eat too much in the morning, and then I just kind of go into lunch and dinner. And then I try to eat before the sun goes down, which is easier now that the time has changed. So I feel like it's going to be doable, and that's something that I need to prep for someday when my surgery happens, when and if it happens. So, all right, so we talked food. I'm going to do the lumpia tonight. I'm not sure what time. I want to talk about self-care because I want to talk about, sorry, I just shook my phone. Ooh, ground beef, water chestnuts, and onion dip mix. Okay, I need a little bit more information on that, Scott. Water chestnuts and ground beef. I always think of putting water chestnuts in with chicken. It's an interesting thought process. I will, Alan. I will say hello to your handsome cousin. Thanks, Lynette. Tell him to be home by 4. Getting Bo doesn't even know what time it is. Yesterday, I'm like, dude, are you coming home? He's like, I didn't even realize what time it was. When he works by himself, he plays the music and he just goes and he gets into it, and he's like sanding stone or chipping away and carving, and he loses track of time. If the sun didn't go down, he would seriously work all day long. So thanks, you guys. Thanks for that. That's awesome. All right, so we're going to shift gears for a minute. I'm going to do the lumpia tonight. I will post a time, but most likely it would be before dark. But I do have some work issues that I'll need to iron out in regards to that. You're going to need, if you want to join me, you can, but you're going to need to ground up some onions, 1 onion, at least 1 pound of ground beef. You're going to need several carrots, some green beans, garbanzo beans, raisin, a can of tomatoes. You're going to have to push rewind and pause because I'm talking really fast. And some soy sauce and steamed rice or lettuce. It's actually not that much, really. And then we can go through it if you want. So that's what we're going to do tonight. All right, so self-care, you guys. I'm not very good at it, but last night I had a little bit of a panic. I'm not going to lie. I started to not feel so good, and I went to the dark side. Now, yesterday we talked about like menopause and everything that's going through in my body, and my body is so confused right now. So it's really hard for me to measure between breast implant illness, menopause, this freaking flu, and the paranoia, and like all this stuff going around, and I'm just like wasn't sure what was going on. So I went to get in bed, and I lied there, and I was like, what am I going to do? And pardon me, I thought, okay, if I have this flu, it doesn't like heat. So immediately I was like, I'm going to go take the hottest bath on the planet. I was totally fine, you guys. I had a headache was what it was. And that can be totally hormonal. Like it's so hard right now. And we have allergies, right? So it's so freaking confusing. So I loaded up the bath. I did take 2 Advil. They're telling us not to take ibuprofen during this time. For some reason, someone was saying it doesn't help or something with this. I read an article. I don't know how true that is, so don't quote me on that. But I had to. I could not. When I get a headache, you guys, I get a headache. And it is like, it can turn into serious in bed for 2 days. Because if I don't catch it before it comes, it's really bad. So I went and I got in the tub and I put some Epsom salt in, some essential oils, and I lied in the tub and I put my whole entire face in the water and I got my head so hot, which is really hard for me. I don't like the heat right now because of my hot flashes, but I knew I had to do it. I was like, this is just going to make me sleep better. And honestly, within 30 minutes of lying in the tub, I was so much better. It was like a whole new person. And I was like, yay, I'm totally fine. I'm a whack job. But I just needed to take care of myself. I needed to go within. I actually meditated. I did my transcendental meditation that we talked about yesterday. I did it in the tub and it was freaking amazing. And I came out, I saw myself whole. I saw myself healthy. I invited total pure and loving light into my system. I took out any bad energies and freaking threw them away. And then I did it for our entire world. I just like meditated and sent love energetically all around the entire world. So that was pretty an incredible journey for me. And I felt like it was something that I really needed to do. And of course I prayed. I'm very prayerful. I'm not religious, but I'm very prayerful. So I went there and I spoke to my mom and all the angels that are watching me, my brother Travis, and just did that whole thing. And I came out and I slept like a freaking baby. I took the Calm. This is our daytime, and I took the Calm before bed, which is our nighttime, that has magnesium in it and ashwagandha, and I slept like a baby, and so did Bo, until Miel came in at 4 a.m. because she had a nightmare. That was kind of a bummer. So he got out of bed because she's like sleeping with a hot iron. She is so hot. So he got out of bed and he slept on the couch and she slept with me, and everybody lived happily ever after. The point being, we have to have self-care. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to know when to stop. I have been pushing like nobody's business. I've been busier than ever, and I haven't even taken much time for myself. I have been meditating, but I'm talking like stretching, and we do go for walks in the evenings. We didn't go last night because the winds were so high and I had that headache. I was like, and the allergies. I'm like, if I go outside and it's allergies, this is going to make it worse. He's like, just don't. So, one of the things I've noticed is that during this week, I totally stopped plucking my eyebrows. Ladies, don't do it. I totally stopped plucking my eyebrows. I stopped wearing makeup. I've totally not cared. I stopped brushing my hair. I would shower and not even brush my hair. I'm pretty sure I was getting dreadlocks. It's time for self-care. I use it's a rejuvenating serum that I use through my company, and it helps remove these dark spots. And I even stopped using that. So I'm talking with you guys because today at 1 o'clock Mountain Time, 12 noon Pacific, 2 o'clock Central, and 3 o'clock Eastern, I am so honored and proud to be working with our Chief Marketing Officer. We're going to be doing a Zoom that is available to everyone about this contest that we're doing with this serum that actually helps with acne, helps with scarring, helps with dark spots, and helps with wrinkles. So hit me up if you want to jump on that. I can send you the link. It is free. You're home, you're bored, listen, and you may even be able to win $3,000 if you decide to join this competition that we're all a part of. But I mean, I kind of want to win it. I'm just kidding. But if you come in, there's a whole competition happening and you can win up to $3,000 right now. I think the second place winner wins $1,500. I can't remember how it all works, but there are cash prizes. You should totally come on and watch it because I know a lot of you are at home right now and a lot of you need some help financially. So hit me up, send me a message or comment below and I'll send you the link. Also, all right, I'm going to go there. Yesterday we talked about vaginal lube, And I got so many messages about questioning which vaginal lube we are using. So I'm going to comment below as well. There's a few things I'm going to comment below on the lube that you may need to help support your relationship, especially right now. Everybody's home. Everybody's in the same house. There's a lot of things going on and you may need some love and support. So I'm going to, my friend Sunny, it's a local brand here in Taos. You can order from her website. I will post it below. It's Satva, S-A-T-V-A, Botanicals, and you want the Sensi Balm. And it is off the charts amazing. I will tag her, I will tag the product and all that good stuff. And you can order it online and have it shipped to you. So it has CBD in it, of course, I don't make money off that company. I'm just sharing with you that I love them and the product. And thanks. If you want to give me some love and hearts, please do. If you're watching the replay, please comment below. I'll see you guys tonight. And I hope I didn't forget anything. Take a bath, Epsom salt, jump on my Zoom at 1 o'clock. All you need is a computer. It is free. You can even do it from your phone. Message me. All right? If you want to join. Lots of love. Mwah. Have an awesome day.